can't?
No. Waiting for Endless Voices, it says.
I'm here. I can see you.
I can't see you.
Oh my God, I don't know why. I can clearly see you.
Oh no. Well, I mean, I can hear you, so I mean, it's fine, but it's better because then I take a screenshot of us for our page.
I can take one.
Oh, well, let me know when you're doing it, girl. Let me know when you're doing it. Don't just, you know what I'm saying? Are you doing it? Don't you take a screenshot without me knowing. Hey, you guys. So this is Endless Voices Raw Talk, and we have a radio show now. It's our third show, and I don't know why it's not letting my co-host on. It's our third show, so I thought I'd come on live stream with you guys. I've been doing that lately, trying to. I do not know why it's not working. I don't know why it's not working. Maybe I should start over. Anyway, sorry, you guys. It's going to work in a second. But I'm live streaming because I just want to get out there more and like just show you. So, okay, so here's the deal. Our topic tonight is, let me just get to it, is social media ruining our youth? Okay, so I have an almost 18-year-old, and I'm also 9 months pregnant with a boy. Just imagine what social media is going to be like, when as time goes on. I mean, you know what I mean? So I've got this 18-year-old who social media became popular, by the time she was, MySpace happened and Facebook, by the time, MySpace, she was like 2. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. I don't know where she went. So I'm waiting for my co-host. So anyway, okay. Well, I started this live, so I'm going to keep going. So I have been, okay, so I'll just give you a little backstory. So we started this radio show. This is our third show. There's 4 co-hosts, okay? So we have a legal counsel. She's been a lawyer for like years, 20-something years. We have a movie director from actually Mexico City. Or sorry. Yeah, I think so. Is that right? I think so. Anyway, I'm pretty sure. I'm not. He's Mexican. But anyway, I can't remember if it's like Mexico City exactly. I'm sorry. I can't remember the name of the town. Anywho, he's been in America for many years. So he has a lot of views on what's going on, border control, all that stuff. But he also is in the industry and very successful in such and such and such. And then we have an entrepreneur / movie director who I've been in her film. And she just, after us talking, and, I went to school for broadcast journalism. That's what I went to college for the first time. The second time I went for teaching. And the third time I went to Lee Strasberg for acting. So I was all over the place. Anyway, so I never got more than a 2-year degree in anything, but I did get a few of those. And then I went to school for 18 months for aesthetics and became an esthetician. So it's like, I'm one of those that's done a lot of things, but I've always loved broadcast journalism. I do not by any means claim to be a political guru. I don't claim to know it all. I don't claim to be, whatever. I've had a lot of life experiences as we all have. And I just want to share because I care. And I think that our main goal, and you guys are too, I'm talking to YouTube and Instagram, while my co-host is trying to get on. So basically we do a pre-show on Instagram, and then we do a radio show. Now I am on bed rest, so I'm not in the studio. So I call in on the call line, not the one that you guys call in on, a little separate number. And so it's really funny. I miss my cue because I can't see the producers, but anywho, we're working on things. We're getting things situated. And so we do the pre-show of Mike 6:15, and then we have our show blocked for 6:30. And right now we're just doing a half-hour show until we get, a decent amount of you guys involved. And you know what I mean? So I mean, we could go on forever and ever. So far, the topics that we've done have been Epstein. That's what we did last week, and his just stuff. And to be honest, I'm still very, very curious about Ghislaine Maxwell and what what her place is in this, and if she's going to be prosecuted or whatever. And so is that subject done? I don't know. Our first subject was ICE and what happened, because it was the same week as the El Paso shootings and the same week as the Mississippi raids. So that was a hot topic. And being that one of our co-hosts is Hispanic, it was, it was like, it was a lot. And we all have such different views, but yet all the same goal. And the goal is, one, to give a voice to the voiceless. The goal is to, hi, Shannon. Thank you. I'm waiting for my co-host to come on. She keeps getting kicked off. I'm on bed rest. I went to the doctor today, and I'm dilating and contracting, all that stuff. I don't think he'll be here for a few more weeks. I've done this before, but I still can't go into the studio. So I do it from home. And I've decided to open up a few platforms and just sort of, put it out there and see what happens, see the feedback we get. So if you want to stick around and you have feedback on, so our show tonight, I don't know if you saw, Shannon is actually, she's bought some makeup from me, and she's just a sweetheart. She always engages and comments and is just really, really awesome. She's like, I'm like that with social media. Well, since our topic's social media, I'm like that with social media. I will comment, I really engage, because I think it's really, thank you. How are you live if I'm live? I don't know what she's talking about. So anyway, she said she's live, but I'm sitting here live, so I'm not sure what she's talking about. So I think it's really important to validate people in that way, because we're sharing our lives, and it might be a snippet. Jesus, you guys, she's having trouble here. I don't know what to do. Sorry, she's distracting me. I don't know why she can't see me. Anyway, she's trying to do it from the studio. Okay, so three co-hosts. Well, tonight it's just two of us. One of them is filming a movie, directing a movie in LA, and the other one is working late. She's a lawyer. So really, until we build a decent, here she comes, a decent following. I will say, over the last week, we got 459 followers, and I was like really shocked. I was really excited, even though there she is. I've got a viewer on YouTube too. Actually, she's a friend of mine, and having a contraction, and she is. We've talked about we were just talking about social media and what our topic is, and I was even talking to my 18-year-old daughter about it today. And, but anyway, so why don't you go ahead and talk a little bit, because I've been sitting here talking, but I do want to finish my one sentence, because Shannon's over here. With social media, I try to engage in, I like people's stuff. I want to validate people, because I realize that people are sharing their lives on social media, and that it's important to, validate that. That's my view on it. I think it's really rude when you comment on someone's stuff and they don't ever comment on your stuff, particularly if they're your friend in real life. I have some friends I've been friends with 20 years. I'm always liking their stuff, always commenting on their stuff, and they've not once done that for me. But I'm like, dude, I don't get it. So, and I get upset. I get like, dude, I thought that was my best friend. She didn't I will say, but this is another thing. So anything I posted about Lily when she was going through cancer, I mean, you were in the hospital at the same time with your granddaughter, which was crazy.
Right.
That was so nuts. But that was crazy. But
with my honeybee, I'm way too diva to be a grandma. She's my daughter, and she's my honeybee.
Right. But you're a young mom like I am. Well, actually, your kids are spread out like mine.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. So I've got the 18-year-old, and then I got this one coming. But all I'm saying is, like, when Lily had cancer, all those posts with Lily, these people who hardly say anything on my post, even if it's because I do a lot of positive stuff. I talk about my depression, and then I do stuff with my makeup line. I do positive quotes, women empowerment. I mean, it's all different stuff. My children's first day of school, whatever. You know what I mean? I also am very, 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 I'm an advocate of showing myself when I first wake up in the morning because of owning I'm an esthetician. I'm an esthetician on the side.
Well, you have beautiful skin.
But as an esthetician, I want to show myself like looking normal. So I'm one of those that will show myself not looking my best. I have Malaysia. I've got hyperpigmentation. I got a couple acne scars from when I was younger. I became an esthetician for a reason. So I purposely show myself not looking my best because I think it's important to do that. And because you can't always be perfect. Like that's not, so I do, but I'll even do before and after, like Instagram ready, Instagram not ready. Yeah, I do that a lot because it's so important.
Well, you know, with me, my schedule this week has been so incredibly hectic. I am teaching an allied health program Tuesday through Thursday, but I'm also
is that nursing? What's the allied thing? What is that?
Allied health is more like patient care, medical assisting.
Oh, okay.
You know, yeah. So I'm teaching that Tuesday through Thursday, but I teach at my own school on Monday. And then I teach some online classes throughout the week when I'm not teaching at other schools or my school.
I should do that. That would help me get better jobs as an esthetician here in Georgia.
Right. And I was going to add that program to my...
Yeah, if you do, I'll take it.
We have about a minute and a half. So you can stay on live here, and I'm going to go and... I'm not going to go off here, but I'm going to at least go and get on the switchboard. So I have to, get off of this in a second, and I'll have to go get on the switchboard. But
so wait, why do you have to get off this and do that? Like I've got I'm doing both.
We are, but I've got to go in and dial. I've got to go get the host dialed in. So give me a second. Let me get
okay, well, Shannon's right here. I can...
Stand there for a second. Hey, Shannon. We'll be back right back.
Are you still there, Shannon? I'm trying to figure out this code to my husband's work phone. I cannot wait, Rhonda, till we're in the same room doing this. It's hard to do it from home. Okay, got it. It is. It's hard. I don't know if you can hear her. Last week, I did it live on Facebook, and you could really hear her. So I'll show you guys. We're doing it like this so I can see her. She'll pop back on. Oh, no. Okay, you're on Instagram now too, Shannon. Cool. So we're doing it like that so I can see her. And it's Taylor, what are you doing? Daddy! Taylor's in here. Anyway, so we're doing it like that so I can see her and see what's going on. Because when we did it just by phone one time, I just kept missing my cue. It's hard. You'll talk over people. You can't see what's going on. So it's nice to have these platforms that you can like see people and, because technically I'm on bed rest. Okay, so should I call in now? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Oh my God, I can't hear her. We're having a hard time. Last week was like, oh, shoot. Y'all, I'm so sorry. Last time we did this, it was like we were so loud and clear. It was like amazing. Like my dad actually enjoyed watching. Hi, Fiona. Do I play any sport or dance? I was a hip hop dancer many years ago, but I am now almost 38 and a mother of 4. So no, I don't. And I was a cheerleader. No, right now I am a journalist and an esthetician, an actress. I can't hear you. But I'm going to call in. I'm going to call. Okay. So we're doing this radio show, and because I'm at the house, we're doing it live here. And
welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold and you will be able to listen to the show.
I'm calling in. Hey.
We are going to get this off the
Okay. Well, now I can hear you loud and clear. So we could. Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, and this might work better. This might work better without an echo because Instagram is going to be able to hear you because I have you on speaker. So we could do it this way if you want.
Okay, that'd be perfect.
Because remember,
I think that when I'm live with you, I think that let me try to go on live.
It's just we had that really bad echo before is the only thing.
Right. Well, let me see. Accept my request and let's.
I got it. I'm doing it right now. Sorry, guys. We're still. This is only our third show.
I totally and completely turned off my speaker, so I think this might work better. Can you hear me?
I can hear you here, but see you there, and I think that's fine because everybody's going to be able to hear you.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, that works. So yeah, wonderful. So we're on then.
Yes, we are on the air.
Okay, awesome. Let's totally completely start over as though nobody just heard our stuff. It's okay.
I know. I'll title this BTS behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
So why don't go ahead and tell everybody what it's about, Rhonda. I've been talking, but I want you to tell that because you came up with this and it's a great topic.
I think we have a little bit of lag time. So when I'm talking, the only way that you won't pick up the lag time is if you're actually looking at the screen where the screen on where we are in real time. So on blog talk, I think that there's a little bit of lag time. So that we don't overlook each other, we're gonna have to keep looking at each other.
Okay.
Right? Otherwise, we're gonna overlook talk to each other. But I think that probably you're right. We're working on a whole lot there. So we'll go ahead and start this little introduction over, if you will. And we really appreciate you for joining us this evening here at Endless Raw Talk. Endless Voices. Endless Raw Voices. This is where we keep it totally raw. We keep it totally and completely real from two real Atlanta divas. I tell you, earlier, just a few minutes ago, Brooklin and I were talking about some of the challenges that we faced earlier this year and how we actually ended up, we were talking to each other back and forth. And then we were like, you know what, we should just meet up and have coffee and just go over some things that we need to go over. And I said, well, where are you? And she was like, well, I'm right now with my daughter. She's not feeling good. I said, I'm with my daughter. She's not feeling good. And so I said, well, where are you? She said, I'm not children. I said, I'm not children. And then we ended up being like one floor and one door away from each other. So it was just like, so ever since then, we've like totally been sisters. As you can see, we resemble. And
Twins. We're twinning.
And so, we've just had an incredible time just talking about some of the matters in the world that people are interested in hearing about. And, we like to keep it real and keep it raw. We're not intentionally trying to do anything to hurt anybody's feelings or knock anybody down.
Absolutely.
But, we just want to tell any type of story the way that we see it. Sometimes, she and I don't see eye to eye on situations. She may have her belief, I may have my belief. And, I want to say something about that. Like, a lot of people have lost friendships because They may not like wearing dresses, or they might like, it could be whatever. And they'll get their friendship over. So I'm happy that we have the type of platform where we can totally, completely agree to disagree. And she can hang up on me, and I'll hang up on her, and she'll say, dumb bitch. And I'll say, you know what, I'm not a bitch, but I am a bitch. So you have to make sure you tell it like it is. But anyway, welcome to our show. We are incredibly happy to have you this evening. And so tonight, our subject, speaking of all that, our subject is over social media. Social media today. And everybody probably does have a topic similar to this one, but we're going to touch on a couple of few bases. And one of the bases that we want to talk about is, social media affecting almost everything today, whether it's your personal life, whether it's your business life, and if it affects our personal lives as adults, and some of our employers, are sneaking in on stuff that you do and peeping around on your website, on your social media channels, then we need to understand that it can cause the same type of adverse effect to our children. The other topic that we want to talk about is social media. What the fuck is your big deal? Like, what is your big deal? We go out here as quality women, hardworking mothers, educated people with all these wonderful backgrounds that we have, and you still go out and you support your favorite rapper, or you support your favorite gospel singer, or you support your favorite actor or favorite esthetician by liking their posts, by liking their pages. And,
But what have they done for you lately?
They get the blue check. They get the blue check mark. And you can be a regular citizen and apply for that blue check mark that means that your page is verified. But this is what I don't understand. This is what I'll never understand, because it's just so lame to me. You have all of these people that follow a certain person, maybe because they like their music, or maybe because they like their clothing line or their makeup or their rap music or whatever. And you're always posting on their page and commenting on the way that they look and their music, and you go out and buy every single album, even though you don't really have the money to do it. You go out there and you save enough money because you're like, oh my God, so-and-so is coming to town, so I'm going to go to their concert. The tickets are like $100. Oh my God, that's my life bill. But I want to go. I'm going to do everything I can to go. So you bust your ass to make sure that you can continue their fame. But they won't like your post not one fucking time. And you know what? They don't even fucking know you exist. And even if you're on their page every day as a regular and say, hey, you know what? For me, Rhonda K, you're in Atlanta, Georgia, it is free. My voice is a small voice, but I think that this needs to be heard. For all of you celebrities and all of you big names out there that have gotten your riches and your glory, lovely. I am so proud of you. I am so happy. I want you to keep going. I want you to be successful. But you know what? Change your perspective on things. Because you know what? A life is free. A follow is free. And so quit popping your collar like there's so fucking much.
Mm-hmm.
There's people out there that have supported you, that love you. And so what? And so because you have 10 million followers, and then you're only following 100 and something yourself, or 200 or 300 and something yourself, like really, kid? Come on. At the end of the day, do you think that you got that just being you? No, because the rest of us are just being the rest of us. The platforms are major, and like I said, it is not one jealous bone in my body. I'm not starstruck at all. Anything somebody else has, I can have. I drive really nice upscale cars. I live in a really nice upscale home. I have an upscale education, and I have an upscale business, and I have upscale friends like Brooklin. So support the people that support you. And that's the conversation. That's what we wanted to kind of bring out today. It's like, what's the big deal about passing the torch for free? For free. Brooklyn, what do you think?
Well, it's like what we were talking about. I have friends that are friends who, okay, here's a good example. Cal and Wyclef Jean are doing a project together. So he went to the Hamptons, and I posted a picture of that we had taken. I got 1,200 and something likes, And then the pictures around it are like 200, 100, 50, 5, who knows? You know what I'm saying? But my point is that like drew all these people over, you know. Another one, when we first met before I was pregnant, because it's been since, the fall. Remember, I had like 28,000 followers, right? And I was modeling more and things like that. So now that my posts are more family oriented, I'm pregnant, I'm down to 20,000 followers. And it's like, so they're liking for the wrong reasons. They're following for the wrong reasons. And so, I mean, so you're absolutely right. But I have friends who, I like everything they post just because I love them. I respect them. If they're putting it out there, I want to validate them. It's just, I want to encourage them. And yet I don't get the same, I mean, I have a good 50 that are always really, but comments, I mean, rarely. And I always am commenting on people's stuff. I'm always encouraging. I find that should be the backbone of social media, is to uplift. But unfortunately, many people claim that it is, and that's what they're doing, but yet they don't follow you. So, for instance, I'll tag another mommy blogger, and they'll heart my tag, but they won't follow me back, or, you know what I mean? I've even had a couple of mommy bloggers add me to their story that I tagged them, but yet they won't follow me or like my pictures, but yet they want to show that somebody tagged them. And I'm like, I was trying to give them props because we're both mommy bloggers. Like, we talk about being moms or being pregnant. And so I try to give respect where it, I don't know. I want to encourage people. So for me, I really did used to get really upset, and I really did and it wasn't that I was basing my self-worth completely on it. It was more the people, like you said, the people that love you, that are your friends, that you talk to, that those are the ones that made me upset. I didn't care about these strangers. You know what I mean? I was like, what? Where are my real friends? Like, why aren't they liking pictures of me and my kids or whatever? You know what I mean? Like, I don't care that I lost 10,000 followers when I stopped showing a picture of me in a bathing suit. I mean, I get it. That's whatever. You know what I mean? But it does show what social media is based upon. And
right.
I grew up, as you know, half my life in Los Angeles, California. So I know how fake things can be and how lives are not what they appear to be. So that is why I purposely try and show my life all different times of the day. I do stories all the time, from when I wake up to when I go to bed, because life isn't perfect. And whether it's my daughter having cancer or my skin breaking out or whatever, you know what I mean? My husband and I are bitching about something. I mean, look at us bitching about something. I try to show real life. I think it's really important. And I also have a teenage daughter who's on Instagram. She's 8. She'll be 18 in 2.5 weeks. So I want her, I want to be a good example for her as well. In fact, I asked her about this topic and she didn't quite answer me, because she's actually a really secure girl. And I totally attribute that to my husband being a good father and me telling my kids the truth. Like, look, there are jerks out there. You've got to, you have to believe in yourself. I'm no more princess books in my house. We're reading Brave, Not Perfect. I'm reading this book to my daughter, but she doesn't know what the name actually is. Can you see it?
Oh, God. Yeah.
She doesn't know. I haven't told her the name of it, but there's some really good nuggets inside about mindset and about believing in yourself. So I think that's where it comes from. But can I share real quick? Oh, thank you, Shannon. So can I tell you about, let me tell you about Shannon real quick. Shannon is someone I met through social media, actually. And she sent me a really sweet note and said that basically thanking me for being real, and that she could start Instagram profile, based on like this struggles, like real life, and that me being real had inspired that. That's all, I probably had maybe 20 to 30 messages like that out of how many years being on social media. But that means the world to me. That means the world to me, because 10 years ago, I wasn't this real. I was trying to just do that perfect picture and that perfect angle and whatever else. You know what I mean? So I think it does depend on age and maturity. But the scary part is that social media didn't hit till I was in my 20s. MySpace came when I was 22. So I had a lot of reality in my life before this cyber world took over. So I'm able to switch it off, right? So here's the scary thing. Right. That show I told you about, Euphoria, which I really like the show. Zendaya's in it. She's a great actress. She was a Disney actress. She's very, very talented. And it is an exaggerated version of what teenagers are going through, but it is completely based around social media and how that can ruin your life, basically. And it's really intense, but it was crazy that you text me about this topic, because I just started watching the show and I was like, you got to be kidding me, because I still am shocked. So again, my daughter is very, very responsible, and she's an introvert. She wears shirts that say math nerd, but yet she's modeling in fashion weeks. So she's seen both sides, but she is an introvert. So these things don't bother her. So she really wasn't a great candidate to ask. So I couldn't get a really good point of view. But when I looked online, I mean, there are tons of YouTube videos about social media affecting mental health. And the age range that would be is 12, and I have a 12-year-old, is 12 to like 25 is like I guess that's the millennial age. Is 12 still considered the millennial age? Is Sienna still a millennial? I don't know.
I believe so, and it's even 11 now. I heard 11 the other day.
Okay, so yeah, so they're being the most effective. Hi, what are you doing, my dog? What are you doing? So I think it really, how you raise your children is so important. Like, I've met your sons. Your sons are so well behaved, and we're looking at on set of the movie that you wrote. They were looking at their social media, because I think both your sons are musicians. 2 of them are musicians, or 3 of them. They're all artsy, but anyway. So we're talking about. Well, I was talking to your sons about Instagram and things like that, but they had a really healthy view of it. Like, they said, well, I think it's a great way to, get into to help with business, or to get seen if you're trying to get, they understood what it was about. They weren't like, letting it rule their lives. So I think it's how we raise them. You know what I mean? And I think if you're not giving your children attention, and the only attention they're getting is online, likes, followers, whatever, and they're not getting that attention from yeah.
Let me interject a little bit.
Yeah.
About something that even happened today with the same kids that you mentioned we're talking about. I don't want to believe that it's a millennial thing.
Talk a little louder so I can. Can you talk a little bit louder? There you are. There you are.
I don't necessarily believe that this millennial age and era that we're in is causing kids to be who they are and what they are. But I do think that it has a lot to do with it. And I can give you a really, really good example as of today. Obviously, I'm a nurse. I teach nursing. To some allied health
you do a lot of different things.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and so anyway, with one of the schools that I teach in, you know, we were having a professional advisory board committee today, and our committee meeting today. And so we need to bring people of the public that are in the healthcare profession and or managers. Remember, I invited you to come out.
Yeah, no, I wish I could have.
Managers and right. Anyway, so I have one of my same boys that you met to come out, and I was already running just a little bit behind. So I said, you know, I just told him, I said all week long, you know, listen, just make sure that you're professional dressed and that you know, present well and da, right? And so anyway, lo and behold, we get to the meeting, and he has to wait for a little bit, and at some point he comes on in, and so when he walked in, you know, I was a little bit surprised because he walked in about maybe 30 minutes or 45 minutes before the rest of the committee invites came in. And when he walked in with his pants sagging. Like, the president of the school was in there, my supervisor was in there, a couple of other people were in there, different, you know, other adjunct instructors we were all in the same room. And I tell you what, Brooklyn, I could not have been more embarrassed. So I thought, okay, well, I was a little embarrassed. And then so when the president asked him, you know, hi, can I help you? Are you, you know, can I help you? So he says, I'm here for the PAC meeting. And he says, okay, what's your name? And he gave him his stage name. And he was like, yeah, my name is blank. And I'm thinking, did he just do that to me? So
Which one is this? Which?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
You know, my position.
They're just so sweet. I don't know. I'm like, I can't imagine, but okay.
And I was devastatedly embarrassed. So I do think that a lot of the ways that these kids carry themselves with or without parental direction, whether it's a good home or bad home or the ghetto or the suburbs, kids will do at the end of the day what they want to do. But there's a very small percentage that allow what they see on social media to affect their good common sense mind. And, you know, that was a prime example of what you were talking about. I was overwhelmingly disappointed because I think that you can still be the shit and still present professionally.
Yes, separate it.
I'm a Christian. I love the Lord. And my Savior, and without Him, I'm absolutely nothing. And only He can judge me because I have a mouth like Taylor. Sometimes I can cuss up a storm.
Me too.
And so, somebody else might think, oh, that's not professional of her. But I would never go into a meeting and say, oh, you doctor, excuse me the fuck out of you. Excuse the fuck out of you. I mean, why would I mean, like, are you already? You know, I can say it just professional and in a professional voice with professional diction, but the truth of the matter is that we need to leave certain things where they're supposed to be. In this setting that you and I have, this is the talk show. We're keeping it raw. Whatever it is that we're talking about, we're delivering it professionally. But if we wanted to kind of step out of line, we could because it's the platform. However, when you're in a professional office corporate meeting, you would think that you would just, you know, have the mannerisms that should be conducted. And this is the other thing I want to say. So I took this cell phone from them maybe about, 3-6 months ago. And, you know, we had Wi-Fi. They didn't get bothered by it. They just used their other cell phones that they had. You know, other cell phones that they got on stuff. You know, and use the Wi-Fi. So I don't know if I want to say 100% that social media has affected the way that taught him and the way that we know that he should be as a well brought up child or kid. You know, because we know that we didn't raise him to be unprofessional and ignorant like that. You know, I don't know if it was social media You know, I just don't get it where the you know, I deserve it kind of situation, or it is what it is. It's supposed to stick. Like, you know, there's going to be a while before our generation is moved out, and I'm not going to support that type of behavior. So, in terms of, we have about 2 minutes on the blog, but anyway, in terms of that, and also what we talked about when we first got on today, which is like with the follow me, I'll with you, you know, this kind of situation. Support me, I will support you. And if social media is taking our children, our lives to different positions, I'm taking my answer that I think it's no. I think that it does have some influence. It has a great amount of influence. But I think at the end of the day, if you know who you are as an individual, if you are confident, if you are a leader, if you are strong in what you believe, then you're not going to allow something or someone or a place hurt your thinking in a way that's so obvious to others that it prevents you from moving forward in the real world. That's what I'll say. What's your thoughts?
Well, my last thoughts are, well, like our viewer Shannon said, it's all about healthy balance. And I think in that healthy balance, it really comes from the parents. Like with my daughter who had cancer being bullied, out of 28 kids, 3 are just mean, right? They're learning that somewhere, right? Because 25 are kind, compassionate, sweet. You know what I mean? So they're learning it somewhere. So I think if parents give their children attention and that family dinner thing, put your phone down, I really think those little things matter. I really do, because then they're going to value. No, ma'am. They're really going to value. They're really going to value time and quality time with human beings, not just this. Or, you know, and I love having these platforms and using them for positive things. There are some great positive people out there that, whether they're celebrities or bloggers or whatever, that are using their platform for the right reasons. I mean, I'm doing this because I'm sharing, because I care, and I want to give a voice to the voiceless. I want to have a voice. I want my daughters to see that you can be a strong woman no matter what, if you get likes or not. Huh?
Absolutely. We have 15 seconds, callers.
All right.
We will continue to be online. Follow us every single Friday on Blog Talk Radio. If you want to be a part of our live studio room, please just call in at 563-999-3477. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
No, we can continue to stay on here though, because we need to finish it up, and I think that's very important.
Yeah.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
So on Instagram. Shoot, I need you. Hold on. I don't have your phone. Hold on. 3. Wait, what is your number? 352. 7. I don't have my glasses on. 727-557-5579. Okay. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I'm calling you.
Good afternoon. Help you.
I guess I called the wrong number. Shit. Hold on. I don't have. I can't see her number. 133. 152-727. People on my YouTube are probably laughing at me, but I don't care. Let's see if this works. Rhonda?
Yes.
Yes, I called you. I'm using my phone on Instagram.
Oh.
It's me.
I was still live.
I know, but I can't hear you for some reason.
Oh, crap. I don't know.
I'm still live.
Are we still live?
Yeah.
Oh, we are. Hold on.
Can you hear me on the phone now?
Oh, I just, okay, you know what, wait a minute, I need to turn up the volume. Hold on.
I don't know.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you on the phone, but not on Instagram.
That's weird.
I know. Let me end this YouTube video because it's getting too long though. Hey, you guys, thanks for joining me, and leave comments and any questions or answers and topics you want on our next show. And I'll see you guys next week. And I might post this week, and soon there'll be a birth story. Bye.
Yes.
That's our family channel.